What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio shouting. Hey, man, I got my HHL fam off in this thing. Pimpin Ken, what's good with it, boss?
Hey, man, you know what's good, man. Oakwood and Fleetwood.
Now, Ken, you didn't come in here alone today, man. You brought some of the gang with you, the fellas with you, should I say.
Hey, man, two of the biggest independent artists in the country right now. We're talking about $6 million between the both of them. I'm talking about getting booked all over the country, man. People been calling me like crazy, booking them. You know, he's got his own tour. He's headlining his own tour.
Yes, sir.
You know, the Live in the Moment tour. You know, he's touring all over the country, man.
Yeah.
You know, these brothers, he's the president now.
Mm-hmm.
He's the vice president.
Okay.
You know, they equity investors in the company. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They're
right.
not just members, they also investors.
Come on.
So, you know what I'm saying? You know, we all business partners now.
That's
so,
right.
It ain't just HHL. It's a business.
Talk to me about getting these guys together, man, and moving independently in these streets, man. What has that been like for you, Ken? And then, you know, I'm about to start bringing everybody else in this thing.
Well, you know, PB Pluto, he been down with us.
Yeah.
You know, he been down with us for about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he got his coat and everything. You know, he rep harder than anybody. You know, when he got the mic, you know he representing HHL.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I love about this brother.
Okay.
But Richie, he's something special because I met him through a unorthodox situation, you know what I'm saying? And it was kind of weird, you know, but he was, you know, pursuing HHF,
Yeah.
you know, through HHF affiliation, and but it was a little mix up there.
Yeah.
So him and I finally sit down, we had the conversation, and it come to find out that, you know, while he was doing his little time, he read my book, and he always, you know, wanted to connect with me. He always felt, you know, that we was like-minded individuals. So it was easy for me to convince him. And we had two other members, but you know, they went on, did their own thing. So, but it was easy to convince everybody at the time that, you know, it was a great idea because they are the biggest independent artists. You know, we're talking about, you know, some of your major artists. He got more followers than some of your major. He got more followers than some of your major artists.
That's right.
You know, they touring more than some of your major artists. So I said, man, listen, you know, it don't cost us nothing to come together.
That's right.
You're not going to lose anything. He's not going to lose anything. You're going to maintain your autonomy. He's going to maintain his autonomy. HHF going to be HHL.
That's right.
It's many fraternities. You got the Q Dogs. You got the Elks. You got the Masons.
Yes, sir.
But some of them are judges. Some of them are lawyers. Some of them are businessmen. But they still come together and become a think tank. So this what you're seeing is a beautiful think tank here.
Yeah.
You're seeing 3 African-American men who are power-based that's come together. And that's what our forefathers wanted. They wanted us to practice group economics, group politics, you know, come together for a common cause, you know, believing in the same purpose and aiming in the same direction, and that's what this is. And I believe that they being way younger than me and more intelligent than me, it just, you see I'm posting mode now. I got that from him.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm
I'm with you.
You know, he been on my case. So, I mean, between the both of them, man, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm a Ken sandwich, you know what I'm saying? Bam, they hit me so hard, man. You know what I mean? But hey, man, they got me back motivated.
Yeah.
You know, at my age, man, at 58, man, I feel like I'm 21 again. I
That's
can
right.
hang out with these guys, go to the club.
Come on.
You know, I don't really drink. I even sipped a couple of beers. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, you know, I'm feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me hit that. You know, I'm normally an alcoholic, but today I do a little alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you know, I just love it, man, just to be around such a good spirit of young dudes, man, that ain't hating.
Exactly.
Both of them understand their worth and their value. They ain't tripping on each other, man, and they ain't, you know, tripping, you know, I mean, they see the value.
Well, I saw both of them at the awards show going crazy, man. I mean, that was a sight to see as well. Now, Pluto, I'm going to come straight to you first, man. I mean, talk to me about the music and then how you got down with HHF and what it is that you bring into the game.
Well, basically, I've been moving around and doing my thing, but one of my partners out of Louisville, Kentucky, J-Rock, shout out to J-Rock Entertainment, he introduced me. I already knew who Pimpin Ken was, but, you know, he kind of introduced that situation and brought me in the loop. He has his own entertainment company, but he booked me a lot of times all around the country, you know what I'm saying? And he was just saying, you know, it's a good little setup if you want to tap in.
That's right.
When I came, you know, I seen the potential, and we kind of tapped in, and we've been locked ever since, you know. But as far as me, I like to bring to the table marketing. I like to bring to the table showing artists how to actually control the crowd, even if they don't know your music, how to dictate the motion and how to bring out what you trying to present to them. You know, some people just get up there and think they already Lil Baby and just start rapping and folks looking like, bro, I don't know who you is. You got to introduce the people to what you got going on and draw them in, figure out a way to tap in with the people. You know, and sometimes it ain't the same way for every crowd. So a lot of artists, once they tap in with me, they start following my brand and seeing my emotion. That's why I post a lot of performance videos on the Instagram, because it's basically just training. But, you know, some people don't get it. They might take it as competition. Like, I ain't compete with you. We ain't in competition. We on the same mission. So when I seen that, you know, Ken trying to put together something to where he can bring people together from all over the country, network, and we can be on the same page in the same book. It don't matter what other type of stuff you got going on. I look at it as circles. I could have this circle going, NPR could have this circle going, King could have this circle, but where all of them touch at, let's just come together right there, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever I want to do in my circle, but when we about this part of the circle, we about the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So, and I always wanted to tap in with NPR Richie too, so when we tapped, it was like we already was fam out the gate, you know what I'm saying? So he already seen some motion with me, I already seen motion with him, so it was just like, hey, it was already supposed to happen like this. So
That's right.
when it came to flourishing, you know, we just start tapping together and start sharing contacts and network. You know, he done covered so much ground in areas I haven't been in. So now I done covered certain areas, and certain areas we both done covered, but we ain't tapped in the same promoters in the same parts of those areas. So, you know, he can put me in them loops, I can put him in this loop, and we can share information, you know, back and forth, and be able to put everything in the same circle and push how we need to push.
Exactly. Richard, get in here though, man. I mean, talk to me about the music and touring all over the country with it, boss.
Oh yeah, nah, definitely. You gotta know, like, we paying attention to everything that's moving and shaking. Like, you know, when I joined the industry as far as doing music, I always thought it was like, you gotta get a label, you gotta get all these big people, you gotta have it a certain way. And that made me work harder. You know, I came to Atlanta and just been on the ground running ever since, you know, and I started the network and did different things with artist development, just learning the system as I was building myself. And I think that's what kind of took me to the next level. And now here today, you know, I'm a mega star. We with Ken. Everybody in the world, if they don't know, you better know who Ken is.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
better know.
seeing that and just understanding his model, and you know what I'm saying, looking at it, because a lot of the times I could say to my peers and to my brothers, yo, let's link up, let's do this, but I think a lot of the times you need somebody who's overseeing that same thing, so that the unity really becomes unity, and not we in secret competition with each other, and they not really getting a mission. But when you see somebody like what Ken does, he empowers. He speaks that into every individual around him. He make every individual feel that same flow.
That's right.
And a lot of the times I could be looked at as bigger, or he could be looked at as bigger, and it'll be slight competition there. And Ken keeps that at a minimum to where it's like it's equal value. We all bringing, just like I said, we all bringing the same value to the table. It may be I got better promotion, he got better marketing, but them two together, now we got promotion and marketing. And Ken know how to pull that out of each individual.
That's right.
So that's what you got to respect about it. And like he said, you know, we about to do a 20-city tour and make it bigger, because as you have motion, more people want to tap in. So we not turning down no dates, because we outside every day if we gotta be. If it's after parties, if it's events, whatever it is, let us know. Tap in with us, because we coming. Because we understand the mission, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get our 15 seconds. We ain't even started yet, you know? And they not even really ready for how we coming.
Answer me this though, fellas, for both of y'all, touching down in the city, what has it been like being in Atlanta, moving and grooving and cranking up the business?
Well, as far as with me, it's been really a blessing. Like, I used to come back and forth from here out throughout all my career, you know. I was tapping in with a lot of different artists, and I always just been that person in the background behind a lot of people helping steer them, because I used to be a club owner, you know, 10 years ago, I owned 2 clubs, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was the one that was bringing a lot of artists and networking with a lot of majors that was bringing those artists that was on the rise that you see as mega stars right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and also I was tapping other artists in from my city, my state, into other people that's moving around. So now some of them are mega stars right now, you feel me? So that's basically, it's been love, and I just been tapping in over the years and just getting with people, and now I'm just full-fledged on the artist side. You know, it's like, oh, you already built that relationship. Some people be like, yo, I'm finna plug you with such and such, man, I got you. And then we'll get in the same room, they'll be like, what? Man, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole nother ball game. So it always been love. There's always been support. I actually stayed up here for like a year back in 2015.
Okay.
You know, so I done created some situations and some motions. So it's always been love. But I don't live here. I'm probably finna get ready to move back out here again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but whenever I get out the road, man, I be touring every week. You know?
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, so.
What about you, Rich?
No, the city got a lot of love.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it's really understood how much love the city got for not only independent artists, but entrepreneurs. And then I feel like it's a whole nother level of love coming from Detroit.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. So it's
Okay.
like when you mention Detroit, it's not just like normal, especially in Atlanta. It's a lot of Detroit people in Atlanta too. So it's like, the love here is different. You know what I'm saying? This is where I got my first home, and 3 homes later, I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this isn't no if you should or shouldn't. Like, this is definitely somewhere as an independent artist or as an entrepreneur, as a black male, like, coming to Atlanta is going to inspire you. Like, I got to be honest, I didn't know half the stuff that I know now, but coming to Atlanta, they kind of just plug you in and put you in the room. It's just like he said, sometimes they gonna just put you in the room, not knowing you may know the people in the room. But once you get in there, it's like, oh, dang, my boy, I already.
Right.
But that's the love that they already gonna show you when you not even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put you where you need to be, get you around the circles that you need to be in. If you at the bottom level, they gonna keep you around bottom levels. When you trying to climb, they gonna help you climb. And that's what the city of Atlanta do. Like, and ever since I've been here, it's been nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? I built a lot of relationships, from friendships to partners to entrepreneurs, like, just all around, and it's nonstop. You know what I'm saying? That's even how some of the fam with the SYS, all the whole movement, like, this is like family to me. But I'm not from here. But they don't treat me like I'm not from here. They treat me like I'm from here. So we get money together, we hang together, we party together.
That's right.
Everything is all a movement. It's not like, oh, if it's this or oh, if it's that. It's none of that. It's always, this my boy, this is the situation, that's what we doing. If it's not something they don't think you should be a part of, they not gonna invite you because they know what type of time you on. So that's what it is. Like, it's really like that.
Now, we need more of that out here.
Man,
okay?
for real.
You know, now, Ken, I mean, forming Voltron with these guys over here, man. I mean, what has that been like for you, pushing the label forward?
Well, you know, I'm the type of guy. I'm naturally ambitious, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm an incurable optimist. So you know what I'm saying. I'm always optimistic.
Yeah.
So when you get somebody like a Richie Rich and a PBE, you know what I'm saying, it changed the trajectory of your motivation.
Yeah.
So now, you know, we're able to leverage a deal with KOD, where, you know, we got this deal that we did with Vion, where we can have Richie Rich posters and everything in KOD, and we control KOD on Friday. It's an HHF and KOD's event.
Yeah.
You know, we let everybody in free. We let everybody drink for free. You know, I mean, like I told you, know, we from the Midwest, so we believe in blowing $1 million to make $100 million. So we come in blowing money.
Talk
So, you know, everybody say, well, Ken, what are you doing? Why you feeding everybody? Why you ain't charging? Why you ain't charging them to perform? Why you ain't charging them to get in? Why you ain't charging for parking? How was you able to get Arcanelli to even agree with that? You know, how was you able to get KOD to agree with that? And you guys, you know, y'all got 5 sections. Y'all had about 5 sections for the, you know, for eternity. Well, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, because I have them,
Yeah.
all these things that I was doing, I've been, you know, purchased those sections. You know, I've been locked that down because I was envisioning. Because I'm an incurable optimist. I've been seeing these brothers on the team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now that they're on the team, you see me posting every day.
Exactly.
You didn't see that before. You know
I'm
what I'm
with
saying?
you.
Now I got some. So they make me work. Like I
Yeah.
work for them. Like literally, I'm their worker. You know, I work for them like literally. You know what I mean? Every day.
Yeah.
You know, I bags them for material. I bags them for content.
Yeah.
You know, I get on their case. You know what I mean? I need content because that's where I'm at. Because you got to remember, I'm already in corporate America. This Ice-T book, which is a book I'm going to give to you.
Yes, sir.
This is my book deal. Like literally, this is my book deal. You know what I'm saying? Boosie book is my book deal.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we about to do a deal with Jack Harlow. I've been on the phone with Lake for several
What up,
occasions.
though, Lake?
And Lake will tell you, we
Yeah.
ain't talking no 200,000-300,000. We talking almost $1 million. We 1 second from $1 million. And I'm telling you, Jack, I'm saying, Lake, I got the money right now.
Yeah.
So being that I'm that type of person, I deal with corporate America like that. Nobody know me. Like people don't even know I got 2 movies coming out. You know what I mean? You know, with Ice-T and I got Tariq Nasheed, I got Judge Joe
that's
Brown, I got a lot of people in there. Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross. You know, talking about the game. You know, I got these movies coming out. I got a lot of stuff I do. You know, but what Richie Rich and PB Pluto do for me, they allow me to do it on another level. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys should have been got 10, 20 million. He should have been got 30, 40 million because they doing on social media what Cash Money now did with mixtapes, what 50 Cent did in mixtape. They doing actual numbers. He had 4.7 million.
Yeah.
Every time he posts, he get no less than 200,000 views. You know what I'm saying? He got an image. He got horns. You know what I mean? That's what that's what it's all about. Look at PB Pluto. He got he got a haircut and dreads. I ain't never seen that. You know what I'm saying? He got. I mean, these guys are stars.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
You got people that's made it ain't even stars. These brothers are already stars. So I could deal with that. I know I could call Puffy.
Yeah.
Everybody know I could call 50. Everybody know I didn't deal business with these. But to do business with businessmen that's on the rise and that's finna, you know, be the next big thing, I want to be a part of that. That's why I started hip hop fraternity. That's why, you know, they the mega stars. And, you know, I'm not the type of brother that try to, you know, run game on brothers. You know what I'm saying? If a brother got value, then man, listen, man, come on, let's be partners.
Yeah.
So they not just members, we partners.
Yeah.
And people say, well, why you didn't do that with other people? Because I mean, you might not have the value of these brothers.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
if you bring something to the table,
Yeah.
you know, you can sit down with me and Al Mabel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But if not, man, you know, hey man, listen, man, some of these dudes, man, they you know, they gonna step on a grape investor's backyard, man. They ain't gonna throw rice in the Chinese wedding, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, all they want to do is get high. Some of them be higher than the karate kick, man. Higher than karate pussy. You know what I'm saying? And they talking about they want to do business with me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a straight shooter. So these guys are businessmen. I don't have to tell them nothing. You see, they got their own jewelry, man. He got Bentleys. He got Bentleys.
Yeah.
They got mansions and shit. This man got a 9-bedroom house here.
Yes,
and
sir.
how many bedrooms in Florida? That big house you showed me?
It's 8.
8 bedrooms.
Right.
I'm talking about young men.
Yeah.
It makes it easier for me.
Yeah.
And then I know that I can easily, like, you know, I can get a deal with Jack Harlow. I can get a deal with Bruno Mars. I just sit down with Travis Scott and we did send proposals over there to little baby now people. You know, we did all that.
Yeah.
That ain't where I want to be, bro. You know what I mean? I want to create my own niche. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know, you know, I was a Pimp C manager by default. I managed a lot of people. I got a lot of people, situations in the hip hop. Man, I feel comfortable now working with these brothers, man. It's just, and then they bosses. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 bosses on your side, man. It's like, you know, I mean, these dudes is already winning, man. Like, we on our way to L.A. in 2 weeks. Who we gonna be talking to?
We got a little
I don't even
bidding work going.
We got a bunch of record labels, man, that want that got
Talk to me about that though, man. About the bidding wars with the labels. I mean, how does that make you feel? Let me get that.
Well, we that's yours.
Thank you.
Well, you know, we don't do record deals. We do joint ventures. So if they're not trying to sit down and talk to us on a business level, then we're not interested. But you know, we'll sit down with them and see what they got to offer, and then we'll steal some game from them. If they say something that we can use and add on to what we got already going on, then I'm sure PB Pluto, Richard will use that. You know, we just players, man. You know, like I said, man, we'll blow a bag to get them 100. We blow $1 million. Everybody, they think we tricking. That's how we do it in the Midwest. We come, we spend. Big Meat showed y'all. Everybody that was from the Midwest, they showed y'all. We blow a bag to get a bag.
That's right.
That they just don't understand that. That's how where we come from. That's how you got to do it. People in the South, y'all got it easy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Greg Street, that's my main man. I just talked to him the other day. He can grab a brother, you know, from Decatur. He can grab a brother from the West Bank or from the West Side. He can grab a brother from Clayco, and he can blow him up overnight.
That's right.
We don't have that. We ain't got no Mexicans. We ain't got no boats, none of that shit. We grind straight from the mud. So we get a bank, you know, we got to spend money. You know what I'm saying? In order to get money. You know, we know that ain't nobody gonna pay attention to it if we got our hands out. And you know Atlanta, you know how y'all play it down here, man. You got to be in the circle. I'm just happy to be in the circle.
Yeah.
You know, y'all love me because I've been down here for so many years, and they used to call me the mayor. They niggas don't believe that. Tell you, they used to call me the mayor. I wasn't even afraid. That's how much niggas love me. Jermaine, Japri, everybody. I've been on Jermaine. We did 2 million records. We sold 2 million records together. So all them dudes know me, but I know how they treat other people that they don't fuck with. It's hard to make it down here. Yeah. Hey man, if Greg Street don't like you, if Ron Candle, if Beehive and DJ Screen, if them brothers ain't with you, man, you ain't gonna just get in that game that easy. No, you know, and you know, you got a lot of clicks down here, you know.
Talk to me about just the book side of the things, though, Ken, being able to have a whole business, being an agent, brokering book deals for people and stuff like that.
Oh man, that's, you know, it's like, you know, when I'm gonna go back to a story I once told you. When I did the Pimps Up, Hoes Down, you know, I was over there with Bishop, Don Juan now, and we was in Chicago, and it was Bishop's birthday party. We was at the East of the Rhine, and HBO was putting cameras on niggas' face. You know, I'm a street nigga. I'm gonna get that motherfucker out of my face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh no, we HBO. H who? HBO. So the dude like, yeah, man, we really got a budget. So what I did was, you know, I put a little Mackin down. You know what I'm saying? I said, listen, man, I'm gonna let you feel me, but not here. You got to come to Milwaukee. So you know what I'm saying? Man, I got them to Milwaukee. I had a clothing store downtown. You know what I'm saying? They came to my clothing store. And when they came to the clothing store, I negotiated. That was my first time negotiating with a big company.
Yeah.
So when I read the Bible, I think about David, right? And David, he didn't know what being a king was. He was a shepherd boy. But when David understood the perks of being a king, you know, the concubines, the thrones and the hats and the mansions and shit, he took that rock and knocked Goliath motherfucker ass out and stabbed him with his own knife. So once I got privy to that HBO situation, my life, people don't know, has been nothing but deals after deals after deals. You know, I did deals with Scriptmaster, Southern Music Distribution. I did deals with the NBA. I did deals with so on and so forth. You know, my son, you know, he do all of NBA commercials. He do all those movies. You know, I mean, I negotiate shit for him. I do a lot of shit. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, me doing business with the books, it was just only fitting. But my first experience was with HBO, you know, because I ended up telling them to give me, you know, a lump sum of money. They made me the star of the movie, and I was filming my movie at the same time. And all those parties that you see on Pimps Up, Hoes Down, those were my parties. So you see all the players come out, and I got all the money. So I've been a businessman ever since then, you know. So when I started dealing with Simon Schuster, they gave me a $250,000, right, for my book. Yeah. They tried to give me $25,000. Said that won't even pay for the front end clip on my Benz, so they gave me $250,000, right? Yeah. And then once they gave me the money, you know what I'm saying? I developed a relationship, and then you know it built it. Then of course, you know, my book sold millions and millions and millions of copies. So I made a lot of money for them. But all the time I was building a relationship, and I was setting up because I wrote another book called Art of Machete. So then that's when I called Boosie, and I called everybody that I know and said, man, listen, man, I got a situation. And you know what I'm saying? I just want to say this for all the people that's listening. I didn't just do the book deal. I also did the autobiography. I did the making of an autobiography. I filmed me doing the actual Boosie deal, the Ice-T deal. Me and Ice-T partnered up and created a partnership because we fit to sell this material, you know what I'm saying, that we this intellectual, this IP. So we created that. And then I also put myself in the project. And I let everybody know that I was a literary agent. So now all the people that's in the industry know that I'm a literary agent. Not only did I do that, not only did I let them know that I was a literary agent, but I also created relationships where my publishing company giving me 6 figures, anywhere from $500 to $1 million to do business with these artists who I can leverage now towards Richie Rich, towards PB Pluto, and we could do features because I'm giving them money. Exactly. So it's always, you got to always think the whole thing all the way through.
Bigger picture.
And then that's what created the hip hop fraternity. I said, now that I got access to the bag, millions of dollars, this is the perfect time to start the hip hop fraternity. And now I can take people like PBE and Richie Rich and leverage them on other levels so we can make millions and millions of dollars.
That's right.
Because I'm a big game hunter. I don't fish for catfish. I don't fish for perch. I don't fish for none of that little shit in the ocean.
Come on.
I only fish for the whale.
Come on.
So I'm trying to catch big whales.
Exactly.
That's the biggest fish in the ocean, and that's what this is all about. And can't no person say that we ain't the biggest independent look in the country right now. My artists collectively got. Most independent artists don't even have 10% of what my business partners have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they killing it, $6 million between the both of them.
Yeah.
So, we the biggest thing in independent, and every record label is watching us, And yes, we do want to sit down. I do want to have a conversation with you, but it's not going to be no slave master conversation. I'm telling you, PB Pluto want more money than me, and Richie Rich want more money than me. So my little 5%, 10% go out to be in the millions. So y'all know, for me to get some millions, y'all got to get them some trillions, man. I'm letting them know right now. Don't even call me with that bullshit, man. I'm telling you, University of Jail, I ain't trying to hear that bullshit, man. If they ain't about no money, man, don't call me, man. So I'm letting them know we can say that on Be High. Be High. You understand me? Yeah, let you know, Jack. Yeah, so yeah, man, the book deal, man, it's a perfect opportunity to create other businesses. So this here created a film businesses. It created the hip hop fraternity. It created, a relationship, that I can merge and morph into another relationship with the industry. Because a lot of people go. I mean, we got liquor deals. We got everything. You know what I'm saying? We got clothing with the clothing there. We got clothing line. This is his own clothing line.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? We're not playing no game. This is his. I mean, we already there. We got HHF clothing. You went to the award show. We got HHF awards.
That's right.
We got HHF radio, which we're gonna be syndicating your show on there. We got the HHF magazine.
Mm-hmm.
We a business, man. It's just all this is interrelated, brother.
Nah, I feel you. Now, Ken, I want to ask you about what's going on in the A-Town right now, man. They said that they got 2 more indictments coming down, man. How do you think that's going to impact the city? And I mean, what do you think is going on now?
Well, man, they number COINTELPRO, reignited. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to remember. In 1985, a lot of brothers. In 1985, a lot of brothers got incarcerated, right?
Yeah.
Those brothers got diabetes. They got cancer. They got high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? They got kicked out of prison. They need some new bodies in there. So they creating laws. They creating situations that they can incarcerate people. Now, we know gangs been around since Colors. We can go all the way back to the movie Colors. That was 30, 40 years ago. All of a sudden, gangs is a problem. Murder been around since the beginning of time. But what they're going to do, they're going to keep setting these brothers up and putting this situation on this thing called RICO, and they're going to incarcerate a lot of people because it's called mass incarceration. Like I said, America's 5% of the world's population, but 25% of the world's incarceration. It's only 6% of African-American males that's eligible to go to prison. But we're 51% of the prison population. That is a travesty, my brother. You understand me? You look at, 51%. I mean, out of all the people in the world, America is 350 million people. But you got 51% of the people that's in jail is African Americans. That's a travesty, but you got to understand law. See, the law, what it does is it allows them to do it because the 13th Amendment say slavery was abolished except for one duly commits a crime. So every time a person gets incarcerated, he's getting incarcerated up under that 13th Amendment. So therefore, he loses all his rights. He go back into servitude, into slavery. And now, they can give them football numbers and they can make them work at 10 and 15% an hour. Ice-T, we was having a discussion. Ice-T told me that he heard that right now they got prisoners making phone calls. They the call center. You talking to prisoners now. You know what I'm saying? License plates, furniture, all this stuff, man. Unicore. When I was in the feds, they had Unicore. They paid the highest you can get. I think was $8 an hour, and that was considered high pay if you compare it to niggas making 15 cents an hour. So it's all about these jobs that they created back in the early 80s, incarcerating, mass incarceration, the drug epidemic and all that. So now they got all these people that works in this bureaucracy, they work in the system. So now they got to keep that system going. They can't just kick these people out. It'll decimate the economy. It'd be like, wow, what I'm saying? So many job losses. So, a lot of jobs that they created was on the backs of blacks. And also not only on the backs of blacks, but it's also, it was destroying the community. T. Greasy, man, I love him, man. That's my man. But he's saying that he made $200,000, with Grand Theft Auto. But Grand Theft Auto is what's destroying our young men. You know what I mean? If you look at Grand Theft Auto, and especially in particular in Milwaukee and in the Midwest, they running red lights and they killing people. That's what you do in Grand Theft Auto. They running up and they killing people and they getting scores. These guys think they're in the game. This is Avatar. We talk about the metaverse. These young people have been in the metaverse. They've been killing each other. They've been destroying one another, and we got to do something about it, man. It's called engineer. We got to re-engineer. You know what I'm saying? And me and Rich was riding. He was letting me hear some of his music. He said, man, he was talking about King Von death and Pop Smoke death and Nipsey Hussle death, but he put a twist to it. It wasn't about the gangster shit. It was like, man, how many more of us got to go? That's his music. That's what he was saying. So, we need brothers like PB Pluto, Richie Rich, who can put a twist on it, who can help, change the narrative, man, because until we start taking a hold of our communities, until we start educating our children, they're going to keep on sending them to prison. And guess what? Every mama and every community leader, everybody, councilman, they think that it's the right thing to do. Because, they looking at the news, and the news is depicting us as all criminals. You know what I'm saying? So they say, yeah, lock them up. And then, here it is, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton talking about some, they was wrong on the side of the decision they made about the crime bill in 1994, because it locked up a lot of people. So it's the same game being played over and over again. It's the same devil with different horns. You know what I'm saying? Last time he had horns, this time he got a skull cap. You know what I'm saying? He got a little beanie on. So you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that we have to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to let these young people know, and especially these rappers, man. We got to let them know, man, that your words will be used against you. You can't keep, Boosie talked about it on Vlad. He said, man, listen, man, they used my words against me against my murder case.
Yeah.
They use, it says that anything you say will be used against you in a court of law.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to wise up, man. I'm just trying to tell little brothers, man, this here, man, one thing I do, man, is like I always say, whenever I speak like I'm on trial. Mm-hmm. If you go look at any of my videos, I clarify, that I ain't in that no more. And that's one of the things that our young people have to understand, man. But, it's going to be a sad day because they doing it all over the country, man. Yeah. And all it is, man, it's about jobs. At the end of the day, man, they don't care about no black folks killing each other, man. Look at the government Kemp. Look what he do. He made it easy for people to obtain guns. Because they want these guys to get more and more funky with it. You know what I mean? So they can, they can lock them all up and throw the key away.
One of the things that I loved about HHF is that I saw a lot of young men in there, and it was a positive environment for them, man. What do you think needs to be done to create that environment outside of HHF in the community as well, to where you see a lot of folks working together for a common goal, no hating going on, just a lot of inspirational stuff happening?
Well, one of the brothers from the Black Panthers called me last night, and he was talking about, he said we need separation. He said we need to get a land somewhere in South Carolina. And he was just talking. I said, bro, you know what? And I did 5.5 years in penitentiary. I met a lot of brothers like you, you know what I'm saying, talking this same smack, you know what I mean? I seen Malcolm X talk about, the struggle of the black man, the white supremacy. I hear Tariq saying the same thing. 50 years later, white supremacy. We keep talking about white supremacy and black supremacy, but we got to understand, Minister Farrakhan, one of the greatest leaders of all time, they're not going to get behind him. They're not gonna get behind T.D. Jakes, the greatest preacher you ever gonna hear in your life. They're not gonna get behind the Black Panther. They're gonna get behind Fred Hampton Jr., but they will get behind this hip hop. That's why I chose hip hop, because I want to meet the young people in the middle where they have a commonality.
Yeah.
They don't trip on me. That's why you can see me coexist with them. They love me because I'm speaking their language. You know what I'm saying? And we all have to use this hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called a hip hop fraternity. If I had to call it the black fraternity or the religious fraternity, them niggas they would have told me out. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I'm on their turf,
exactly.
They in the house. You see it, they pack the house every Monday, man. They at Club Silk, man.
Yep.
2930 Ember Drive, Decatur, Georgia. Next to Tic Tac. They there every Monday. Every Monday they in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Waiting to perform. And some of them sit there, man, to the very end. And then they kicking with each other, and they find out, man, yeah, you a blood homie, you a Crip man, but you know, hey man, we both do music.
Yeah.
So now I got my Crip brothers and my blood brothers, you know what I'm saying? You know, I put it on Facebook, everybody's seen it. They all come together, they performing together. I got real live bloods, you know. I mean these brothers, they ain't just no regular. They got tattoos on their face, they got pistols over here and all that. And I told them to stop bringing their pistols in the club. You know what they did? They stopped.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I tell them to sit down. You know what they do? They sit down. You know what I mean? Because I'm the father that they never had, and they respect me because I respect them. We need to quit trying to, make them go to church. We need to quit trying to make them go to the mosque. We need to quit trying to force consciousness on them. You know what I mean? Let's go and they think, and then guess what we do every week? I teach them about cryptology. I teach them about knowledge self. I teach them about moral science. I teach them about hip hop. I teach them about EPKs. We teach them about all the stuff that they need to know, because I got their attention for at least 5 or 10 minutes. They got to listen to me before they perform.
Yeah.
It's another way of educating them. You know what I mean? You ain't got to just be like, man, listen, man, we were here to the right and we power to the people. Yeah, all that's true. But that ain't got us nowhere, man. Let's go back to Malcolm. You know what I mean? Go listen to Martin Luther King's speech.
Yeah.
White supremacy. We still talking about white supremacy, though. You know that's ingrained. White supremacy is real. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is look at the laws. The black codes of 1886, the slave codes of 1710. They let you know they
Jim Crow.
Jim Crow. White supremacy is a religion, man. That ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they ride past the bombs every day over there, all these homeless people, and they go to their mansions. They feel comfortable seeing a bomb on the street. They got to see a bomb on the street in order to feel confident. They got to see brothers killing each other in order to feel confident about themselves, to say, oh, this white supremacy thing really worked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the crazy thing is that, white scholars, not regular white people, but white scholars understand the value of the black man. They know that this melanin in our skin, which creates motor and intellectual skills, is the most powerful thing on the planet. It's melanin. Because melanin it's the real weapon of mass destruction. If you amalgamate with a white woman behind, guess what?
That child black.
They're gonna be a black baby. Mm-hmm. Why you think they made the law? If you got one drop of black blood in your body, you black. They passed the law in Virginia that if a woman have a baby during her tenure in slavery, that baby automatically belongs to the slave owner. You know why? Because he was the one that was raping the sisters. The baby was coming out light-skinned. These were his children. So they passed the law. You know what I mean? And then he enslaved his own children. And they got the law say if you got one drop, it's in the Constitution. It said that we 3/5 of a man. These are real things. That's why we need, the Richie Riches and the PB Pluto, because we about independence. We own everything. We own all of our everything. We independent for real, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? We look like the majors want their artists to look. So that's what we teaching the brothers, you know what I'm saying? And when they learn that and we bring them into the hip hop and they come and join hip hop fraternity, they're gonna be educated. Now everybody ain't fit to be a PB Pluto. Everybody ain't fit to be a Richie Rich, We got protocol. You got to wait your turn. You got to prove yourself, just like in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? This is like Michael Jordan and Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan and Kobe, you know what I'm saying? They tell what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? It's still Michael Jordan and Kobe.
And you LeBron. Now, let me get in here, Ken. This is my thing next. You just spoke about T.D. Jakes, and it's been going viral online from what he said, that the community has been raising women to be men, and it's just caused a lot of disruption in the family. What were your thoughts on that, man?
Well, I think he on point, because if you look at it, go back to Susan B. Anthony, the women's liberation movement, right? Started in 1920. This was one white women that was angry about being at home and being housewives, right? And then the black women took it on in the 70s. But what happened? They started moving the black man out the house. The black women started cutting their hair. They started dressing like white women, like white men. They started acting like white men. They started, down on the brothers. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, they think to be an independent black woman, you have to act like a white man. You got to speak with an Anglo-Saxon voice. You got to speak the king's language. And that's not necessarily true. You know what I mean? If you fortunate enough to get the job, and your man don't have the job, it's still cool for y'all to have that relationship and build that family structure. You know what I'm saying? Our family structure has been destroyed because a lot of black women, unfortunately believe that they don't need the black man. But you can't be on the island, sister, all women, you know what I'm saying, and think you're gonna exist. You're gonna be extinct. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna wither away. So you know what I'm saying. A lot of black women do think that they don't need the black man. I wouldn't say they want to be men. I just say they don't want to need the black man, and they believe in the narrative. It's a lot of good black men out here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women just don't understand. We all here. It's a lot of brothers out here that really want an opportunity, but they got to understand that the forces that is put against us, the things that are out here in society that, when we drive down the street, we got to always worry about, man, if this police put us, is he going to kill us? We got to think that, you got brothers that got Bentleys, man, they go in certain neighborhoods, they get harassed. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of pressure on the black man. You know what I'm saying? The black man, I tell people like this. When you look at black and white situation in America, okay, this the black man, the left hand. The white man is the right hand. So everything we do, we drive with our right hand. The left hand is always left out. You know what I'm saying? He don't never have the opportunity to the right hand. Why every manufacturer build everything for the right hand? So that's the black man. And also, what's y'all team again? The Falcons?
Falcons.
You a Falcon fan?
Yes, sir.
I'm Green Bay Packers. Okay, so now, let me show you something. I'm coming to play you, right?
Yeah.
But because of racism or because of discrimination, you say, Ken, I'll let you play. We'll play. The Green Bay can play the Falcons, but we're gonna start on the 80-yard line. Y'all gonna start in the end zone. So if every time the black man play football with the white man, he got to start in the end zone, and the white man start on the 80-yard line, he only got 20 yards to go. We got 100 yards to go. So the way society is set up, it's 80% against the black man. You know what I'm saying? The white man got an 80% chance of getting a job. He got an 80% chance of not getting shot by the police. Everything is 80%. So we at a sincere disadvantage as black men. And that's a travesty, and that's where black women got to understand. You know what I'm saying? The white man is the right hand, the black man is the left hand. Everything is geared towards the white man. So when you're looking at TV, you're not looking at a black man in most cases. Some of your most dominant feature shows, it's gonna be a white guy. Just like we know white women. You know what I'm saying? They said, why black men like white women? Because that's all we see. That's their definition of beauty. And I don't have nothing against white women or white men. White men is always in position. Look at the Trump cabinet. Every time I used to look at that, I said, damn, ain't one black dude in there? So if a black woman looking at that and they stay talking about the Trump is so powerful or the United States government is so powerful, this is their definition of power, white men. You know what I'm saying? So black men become minimized and black men don't get no respect. So, you know what I'm saying? We out here, we got to wild out. We got to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? It ain't strange that we don't have jobs. You think that drugs is just our community by accident?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? All of us have been made criminals. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't get a job. So if you can't get a job, the next level is what? Crime. So you're going to commit the crime. You're going to sell the drugs. You know what I'm saying? You're going to finesse. You're going to, do the credit card schemes. You're going to do whatever you got. You're going to do the PPE loans. You're going to do all that to come up. You know what I'm saying? Where this other guy, he's guaranteed a job in any one of these infrastructures downtown. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of black women have turned their back on some blacks, but then you got a lot of good black women that support black men. But sisters, I just want to tell y'all, it ain't just the black man's fault that he's the way he is. It ain't his fault that he's a criminal. It ain't his fault that he got PTSD. It ain't his fault. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of circumstances, stimulating circumstances in society that makes us the way we are. I'm just gonna be real with you.
For you, Ken, when you left the game, what was it that made you make that pivot out of the game and go legit?
Well, my daddy, we was watching Pimps Up, Hoes Down together. My daddy said, I thought he was going to be proud of me. I'm on there, I'm popping, yeah. Hey, man, hold up, blow a bop and kill Bill to let your next move be your best move. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to let the welfare feed him. You know what I'm saying? Mother had a motherfucker. I'm on there, I'm popping like a motherfucker. I'm like, Pop's going to love this. He got a sharp son. My daddy looked at me and said, man, you done fucked up. I said, what you talking about? He said, now everybody know your business, son. He said, you ain't going to be able to do nothing. And at that point, man, I started making my exodus out the game. But, like I said, I think I kind of was already making it when we made the deal because the deal was so sweet. And they even gave me credits on the film. If you look at you show down, you're going to see Pimpin, Ken or Ken Ivy credits. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a like David. I got privy to some information that I wasn't privy to. Just like with Simon & Schuster. When I was in the conversation, they told me they was going to give me $3 million for Bruno Mars if I can get that deal done. It changed my whole trajectory of my life. I said, they really got $3 million for a book?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the conversations that I be having. So it's easy to make that transition. Then I want to tell all you brothers out there that's hustler, and I guarantee ain't a hustle that you done did that I ain't done. You know what I'm saying? All of it. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about bleeding the block. You know what I'm saying? Me, got things lined up around the corner. I done did it all. You know what I mean? 15, 16 bitches. You know what I'm saying? All that. Robbing banks, robbing jewelry stores. I did it all. And I'm going to tell you, man, squares have more fun, man. If you think I'm lying, look at Oprah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at Michael Jordan. Squares have more fun, man. They live more comfortable. Jay-Z, he ain't had a bad day since he became a billionaire. Money, you know what I'm saying, it's easy to obtain. The same effort that we put in selling drugs, the same action that you go to run a drug company, the same action that IBM, same actions that Apple, all of them do to run their company. It's no difference. You got employees, you got your workers, you know what I mean, you got your product, you know what I'm saying, you got your, your manufacturing, you got your distributor, you got all that shit that goes on in the real business goes on in the real drug deal. Pimping, you know what I'm saying, you're managing, you know what I'm saying, you're a CEO, you're managing a lot of people, you know what I mean, you got to do, damage control, the same thing, you got 16, 17 girls. If you could manage a stable, you can manage, you know what I'm saying, any of the Fortune 500 companies in this country. So, you know what I'm saying, it's just simple mathematics. And, you know what I'm saying, they giving brothers football numbers. I mean, when I was pimping, man, back in the day, you know what I'm saying, they used to, give up, we used to do a misdemeanor crime and get felony money. Now it's a misdemeanor money and a felony crime, because if you get 100,000 and you do the rest of your life, that's a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? That's a misdemeanor crime. I mean, that ain't cool. So you know what I'm saying. That's how I was able to make the transition. Then I'm glad I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have met PB and Richie Rich. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now these brothers, man, they on trajectory of being millionaires. You're looking at the next big thing in hip hop. These two brothers. I mean, like literally. They right at the precipice of that, you know what I mean? So it's amazing, man. I'm glad I did make the transition, man. But if I had a crystal ball and I would be able to look and see, nothing would have told me that I would be doing none of this shit.
It's crazy.
The roads that you take to get to your destiny are not the ones to get you there. It's your detours.
Come on.
It's your detours.
Being somebody that worked closely with Pimp C and a lot of other artists in the game, what was it that you got from being around that you can apply to PBE, Pluto, and Richie Rich in here?
Well, like I said, me and Pimp C had a $3 million deal.
Yeah.
I did a lot of shows with Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? And I found out, a little hustle that a lot of rappers ain't hipped up on. It's more money in the hood, with them little brothers, you know what I'm saying, me that's moving them, that young, you know what I'm saying? They those the ones that's gonna give you that 30. It's gonna give you that 40. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you really, really hot. They give you that 40, they give you that 30. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to say, I did a song with PBE, I did a song with Richie Rich.
Yeah.
Half the songs that me and Pimp C got money for, I ain't never heard them in my life. But them dudes were so proud to have that song with Pimp.
Yeah.
It's like wearing a medallion. They go to the jewelry store and get an icebox, $30,000 for a chain,
yeah.
But they really do it for Pimp. And then it makes them big in their own little little circle. You know what I'm saying? Man, I done been to every state. Everybody think they bigger than Jay-Z. Everybody think they bigger than Jay-Z. They think they bigger than Lil Wayne. They ain't got 10 followers. You know what I'm saying? But they think they big. You know, so those the dudes that, you know, I know how to tap into.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Me and PBE pulling into town. Hey man, me and Richie Rich pulling into town. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all want to do some features? So you understand me? I learned that part of the game. And I noticed, like, I ain't gonna say no names, but a couple rappers I work with, you know, we get in town, they be scared. You know, and I realized, man, that the gangsters dudes, man, they be the coolest brothers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of time when you're a gangster, you protected, you know, I tell people all the time, when I used to carry a gun, I used to enforce my laws and protect my property. And a lot of dudes, that's all they doing, they enforcing their laws and protecting their property. They on the block, so you know what I mean? Peanut not tripping, you know what I'm saying? They trying to move in on the spot, you know what I mean? They got niggas outside directing traffic, you know what I'm saying? We got to handle that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they gonna peel his dome. You know what I'm saying? Because you know he messing with the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they ain't tripping on PBE or Richie Rich or Pimpin Ken. We can come in there, we can get a bag. You know what I mean? Because they gonna go in the studio and they gonna want to show us their nice little studio. Because some of them, I mean, so that's what I learned about being with Pimp C. I learned how to get that other money. You know, that's why when you see me and Pimp, when he on the Best of Both Worlds, see me and Pimpin Ken, we rap hustle. So I know how to rap hustle too, you know what I mean, from fucking with Pimp.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Pimp said, hey, you want 4 bars, it's 4,000. You want 8 bars, it's 8,000. You want 6 bars, it's 16,000. He break it down like dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He called it 4 and an 8th and a 16. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's on tape. I can't make this up. It's in Best of Both Worlds, my movie. I can't make this up. This is, you know, and so that's a lot of things that I learned him, you know, how to get money on different levels. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling Richie Rich, they said, Ken sell DVDs still. I don't sell DVDs. Listen, bro, all y'all that buy, I don't sell DVDs. I sell flyers. It's got my information on it. You're buying a flyer. Right. If I gave you the flyer, you'll throw it on the ground. So I make you pay for it. And you take it home. And then when you get home, you create a billboard situation. And then when you put the DVD in, guess what you do? You make me into a commercial because you can't watch BET or MTV if you're watching me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm in your chamber. So, you know what I mean? It's all strategy, man. That's why I'm still relevant, you know, 30 years after the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I still do the same thing, and it's been working. And everybody else laughing, and they joking. They don't know. I said, man, y'all laughing at me about getting 20 for a DVD, but you ain't laughing at that brother for selling them dimes. You know what I'm saying? You say he on the block, he killing them. What you think I'm doing? If he killing for the 10, what you think I'm doing for the 20? If everybody in the club buy the DVD from me, you know what I mean? But you can't break it down to these brothers like that. You know, it's too late now, you know what I mean? A lot of them didn't figure out, they're like, oh man, you know, Ken, we didn't know he was moving like he moved. We didn't know he was so heavily, we didn't know he was a mogul, he was a businessman. Yeah, man, you know, but I like, me and Richie, we talk about hanging out with the brothers and stuff, man. We like hanging out with brothers. We like being normal. We like the fact that we don't need 1,000 niggas to make a move. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we could go and shake people's hand. You know, sometimes that feels good too. But I know as we scale, we can't do that. We ain't stupid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So y'all don't think, nigga, y'all got a sandwich, nigga. We ain't no Happy Meal, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We ain't slow, nigga.
Now, answer me this though, Ken. During your time when you were locked down, man, what were those conversations like with your other people in prison that weren't getting out, man, and what were the stories that they were telling, and how were they feeling at that time? Because that's another thing that I think a lot of folks think that, you know, they might be able to go in and come right back out, but that's not really the case for everybody.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you something. If you go to feds and if they give you 30 years, you're gonna do 85% of your time. You know what I'm saying? It's 85% of your time. And I'm gonna tell you, I was a young man when I went to prison. One of my partners, man, you know, his name Bear. Y'all might have read about him in the first chapter of my book. He came in there. He had 30 years. Next time I saw the man, I did maybe 3 months. I was on my way out. Next time I see him, man, it was 27 years later. You know what I'm saying, man? Them folks, you understand me? You a businessman. You understand me? If you young and you mighty and you strong, they're gonna use every bit of your energy, man. They're gonna use you like a dog, use a slave, man. They not letting you up out of there, man. You are worth money to these people, man. Where else do you work somebody for 15 and 16 cents an hour? Man, you can't do nothing but come up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at the slave. Look at Mississippi. Look at Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mississippi in particular. Mississippi during slavery was the wealthiest state in the Union. It's the poorest state in the Union now. Why? Because they don't have slavery no more. What you think gonna happen if they take them brothers out the penitentiary? They gonna bankrupt. They is not finna not lock brothers up. So man, if you hustling, hey man, the object of the game, and I give y'all this some free game, is to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? Me, hey man, like I said in my book, turn them ends into dividends. You know what I'm saying? Me, hey man, you can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can buy a whole bunch of stuff, man. You can start selling cars, you can get you a Airbnb, you can get you, is that Turbo, what they call that stuff? Toro, you get a Toro, you get all that stuff, man. Y'all know me, I ain't got one, but I know they got them. I know a lot of people got them, man, shit. You know, but I'm just saying, you know, that it's a lot of hustles that they can do, man, but them folks is not gonna let you out that jail. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was looking at a thug situation, right? And I was looking at, you know, all the time they was facing. And I said, man, these folks is trying to set this man up for life, man. Because even if he beat the case, they still got him going to hit him with the feds case, man.
Yeah.
That's how serious these folks is about preserving these hotels. That's what they is. They're hotels. If you got a hotel, what you need? Occupants. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we are. Black men are worth more in the penitentiary to these white folks than he is on the streets. Because every black man that go to prison is worth $100,000 a year to these folks.
They can't get a job making $100,000 outside.
And guess where they got all the prisons at? In rural America. So you know, ain't now one of them white folks out there in Tuckerbuck, Georgia, wherever they at, you know what I'm saying? Go, ain't now one of them people, oh, they didn't even know, don't laugh at me, B. You know, I'm country, man.
You know,
my daddy from Jackson, from Oxford, Mississippi, so I kind of love his ways, right? But none of them people, man, ain't gonna protest black men coming to jail when you feeding their family.
Yeah.
Man, some of them, man, it's like a culture, man. Man, dude, I done been in the penitentiary, and Richie probably know what I'm talking about. He been in the penitentiary too. I done been in the penitentiary where the father, the son, the mother, the cousin, all of them worked in the same prison.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's a family business.
Yeah.
And America know what they doing. These city boys, these ones that's getting money, the ones CCA, Correctional Corporation, man, they know what they doing. They know these people, man, is gonna go to church, they go to work, they gonna put their hours in, and they gonna do time with it. Because you know the prisons ain't doing time, they doing time too. You know, everybody doing time in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Because they can get shanked just like them brothers get shanked. I done seen a lot of police get shanked in the feds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of police get their head peeled. You know what I mean? So, you know, we all doing time. You know what I'm saying? But I want them to go ahead and say a few things. I know they got.
Well, now it's time, fellas. Talk to me, man. I mean, as far as the music is concerned, though, what are the messages and what is the audience that y'all trying to go to with the music that y'all laying on these folk?
I mean, from my standpoint, I'm just trying to educate and really get people to see like what's really going on. Because at the end of the day, the streets gonna be the streets. That's where we from. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always about keeping people in tune into the streets. And I think because of everything that I got going on, I got a family, I got kids, I'm already in the education mode. So for me not to get that same energy to people that I know listening to me for whatever they listening to me for, why not give him some game? Why not give him the same way Ken gonna give his game? You ain't gotta ask him. He gonna do it regardless.
Drop it on your ass.
It's coming, you feel me? And it's like, that's why I look up to that type of situation, and I'm already in that bag. So I'm giving them everything they need to know, like whether it's crypto, whether it's real estate, whether it's financial advisement, whatever, family, whatever it is. It's like, if you listening, you gonna catch it. But if you too caught in something else, you gonna probably miss me a few times, but eventually they gonna understand, like, I'm here for that purpose, to give them something that everybody else ain't giving them. Because you can have a whole bunch of people, it's just like the hair. People look at it, most people, oh, it may be the devil, but when they get to talking to me, once they see the education level that I'm at, once they see what I represent, once I explain to them, like, nah, it's the GOAT, it ain't the devil. Now they like, oh, so you're the greatest of all time. Now I can influence you, because now you believe I'm the GOAT. Now you believe I'm you. Now you believe we on the same level. But once you get them there, now you got them, and you can keep them coming. You can keep them entertained. And that's what's really going on. A lot of the guys, they don't even know that they destroying the culture, because it's not looked at as destroy. It's just, oh, this just music. Oh, this just how I have fun. Or, oh, this just how I get off. But in all actuality, you destroying the culture because you teaching these kids how to pop bills, how to do this, how to do that. It's nothing against it. That's what you do. I can't knock you from doing that because there's multiple things. They could go listen to country if they wanted to, but they listening to you. And if you educating them with that, then that's what you doing. You know, and I can't say I never did that or never would have done that. But the more I wake up, the more I get educated, the more I'm reaching next levels, and the older my children get, I gotta think. You know what I'm saying? My kids rap my music every day, all day, and know word for word. Do I want them influenced by what they speaking into the world every day, something negative, or do I want them to understand something positive? And that's just my outlook on it.
No, I'm with you. Get in here, Pluto.
Yep. So me, basically, just like Richard Rich, I done came from a lot of different backgrounds, and I done done a lot within my career. As him, we both been in the military. I done owned multiple businesses. I done been to college. I have college degrees. And also, I'm from the projects, you know. So I try to tap in with people from so many different aspects because I learned so much about different people and different upbringings, being in the military, being in these different vicinities that a lot of people from where I'm from don't get the experience. They only see one side of it. So with my music, I have to be able to create something that could tap in from every aspect, because I can't just have something just for the hood and then these people that went to college with me like, bro, I can't listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that's been in the military from another country somewhere else. So I have a task of just being able to have that type of music where you can, I try to leave it open where you can interject yourself from any aspect. You know what I'm saying? You can take this. I got a song called Steppin', you know what I'm saying? Steppin' could be, you know, you dancing. You know what I'm saying? Stepping could be you sliding because you got to go handle your business on something. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you could take that same term and make it into whatever you want it to be. It can be something partying. It could be something negative. It can be something positive, whatever you want to do. And also, I try to create a situation where I try to get people to understand that music is actually a business. It's just like opening up a wing shop or opening up a restaurant or a club or anything. You know, you got to be able to understand that you need the documentation that you need to get. You need to have the right product. And just because you have documentation in the product still don't mean that you can sell it, you know. So you got to understand the marketing side of it. You got to understand that how this person going to perceive what you giving to them, you know. So that's the education in the way that I move and the way that I present myself, you know. I used to walk around, I had my logo cut in the back of my head, you know what I'm saying? People used to say, you know, why you do that? And I said, you know, because now you talking to me, I can let you know, hey, I got music, I got this, I got that, you know what I'm saying? I'm a walking billboard. Why I'm finna spend $20,000 on a billboard to sit in one location to hope that some people finna come to my brand when they can see me as a walking billboard. You know, every day I wear my own brand, my own clothing. I don't wear no other clothing brand, period. You know, I support other people, you know, but I'm gonna wear my brand, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm a walking billboard for me and what I stand for in my situation. But you know, I try to draw people in and then allow, when I draw them in, for them to see, you know, the bigger picture. But, you know, everybody ain't gonna see it. And sometimes you just gotta understand you can't get everybody. Your target need to be more who's paying attention to you, because one of Ken's friends, I can come up to them and present myself and they ain't feeling it. But if I present myself to Ken and he understand it, he can take that information and say, nah, this is what he's saying. You know, because some people would take your words and twist it. Some people will take what you trying to project and take it in their own way. Or either, you know, people have mental disorders, you know what I'm saying? They'll make up in their head stuff and start believing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he don't want to put us on. We never had a conversation. Like, what you mean? I don't
even know you.
I get that all the time, man.
You know what I'm saying? People be really mad at me and they never had a conversation with me. I'm like, bro, I have never had a conversation with you. I don't know you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You don't like nothing on my page. You don't share nothing. I don't have no reason to have a conversation with you. You know, and I'm gonna talk about an incident where, you know, I done had certain artists that came to me and be like, you know, I saw you in magazines post you and said you one of the biggest independent artists in the country and you helping other artists and you doing this and you doing that, but I inboxed you and I sent you my music and I told you to listen to my stuff and tell me what I need to do. Bro, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and by the time we meeting, it's on you on some whole negative stuff with me. Now I don't even want to get to know you because I don't even know what type of time you on right now, you know, but at the same time, I still try to understand people's situations and circumstances and then try to break it down to them in a better way and just let them understand how to approach people. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand your approach. Now you done messed it up with me, but I'm still going to give you some game. So when you go to the next man, you understand what you need to do. Now the next man may could come back to me and say, bro, he a good kid, man. You know, whatever with the whoop, but your approach with me ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know I'm going to stand on what I'm going to stand on.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you know, bro, you messed up right here and right here. Now you approaching me negatively like I owe you something. It's the entitlement, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're not entitled to nothing because you ain't put in no work. You know, this ain't, what you seeing right now ain't just, oh, I started rapping yesterday and I got jewelry, I got ice, I got houses and cars, and they putting me online, letting people know my net worth. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just come from me just going in the studio making a record. You know what I'm saying? This is decades of work. You know what I'm saying? This is me being behind other people, tapping in, making motion when I know I ain't got the time to do this, but let me create that situationship. We may not connect right now. It might be 10 years from now, but you ain't going to never forget PBE. You know what I'm saying? I always been different and had something to bring to the table because I understand, you know, a lot of people want to be like everything that they see and they don't understand. That's just for a limited time. That's temporary. You know, what if you want to be like, you know, for example, Ice-T. And then now, you know what I'm saying, Lil Baby, the thing that's popping, you still going to, you know, pursue your look and image to be him. You got to become your own thing and your own entity and the likeness in what you got going on, you know. And it's good to have people that follow and, you know, want to do what you're doing. But a lot of times when you outside the normal, people don't want to go with it because they so used to, nah, you don't look like Lil Baby. You don't sing or rap like this person. You ain't walking and saying this lingo. No, bro, I don't have to say that. I just want to tap in with the people that want to see what I got going and then let them go and do the work. My thing is, I don't want to get 100,000 people at one time. I just need 10 people because them 10 people could go get 10 people. You know what I'm saying? And them 10 people could get 10 people, you know what I'm saying? And them 10 could get 10 and 10 and 10, and then guess what? We got 100,000 people, but I don't got to deal with all 100,000 of them. You know, I can just deal with these 10.
That's right.
So, you know, the power in numbers, and a lot of people don't understand, it's going to multiply as long as you're affecting the people that's around you and around your brand, and they projecting what you trying to project, you know, and they understand the movement and the motion. And everybody not going to see your vision.
I feel you.
Your vision is your vision. God give you your vision for you.
Big old facts.
Yep.
Ken, what else you got to get off your chest, boss?
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, because we're in Atlanta, man, I appreciate all of the other organizations, the Ugly Money Nietzsche organization.
Yes, sir.
You know, Boom Band,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
DJ X and Funky, you know,
That's
the
right.
Coalition DJs, my brother Marvin, making it big in Atlanta, you know. We want to see everybody prosper, and we would love to work with all these people. You know, we're not competition. We don't see that. We're about love, peace, and respect. We're about unity. So we want to bring everybody together and put them under one umbrella, and we can all have our own respected entities, but we can still come together as fraternity, as five brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? That's very important, you know, that we come together, man, and that we unify, because you say it's a lot of problems going on, you know. And, you know, if we join the hip-hop fraternity and we all, you know, bring our respective entities to the fold, it's going to make us that much stronger. You know, and I think that, you know, I want to reach out to all the brothers. You know, me and Ugly Money Nietzsche, we did a few projects together. I talked to DJ X on a couple of occasions about them coming and supporting us. You know, we talked to, you know, even Marvin. I told him, man, you know, you need to bring your situation down and come and chill with us, man. You know, because we can come chill with you. You know what I mean? We can come to a coalition meet. We can come to Ugly Money meet. We go all the time out there in Fayetteville. You know, but we got to come together. We got to quit looking at each other as opposition and competition, because that's an illusion. That's gonna pass away. All of us gonna become older men, and we're gonna have children. So what are we gonna leave them? We're gonna leave them generational wealth. You know, when you talk about Pimpin' Ken, the first 30 years of my life is legacy. The other 30 years is dynasty. Creating generational wealth, you know, leaving the children, the grandbaby son. So we can't do that if we fighting and we killing one another, and we study drawing down on each other and study backbiting one another. Because, man, one thing about these artists, they're going to be artists. I mean, every artist feel that they the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But I was telling Richie, it's the difference between the greatest and great. It's always 3 seconds. You know, Michael Jordan, although he only need 1 second over you, he was always 3 seconds ahead of you. So by the time you jump up in there, he's 3 seconds ahead of you. Kobe 3 seconds. Mike Tyson, he hit you 3 seconds before you hit him. Same thing with Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray. All of them, they was all 3 seconds. You know, Michael Jackson, he was 3 seconds ahead of performance. You know, he was always coming up with something new, the moonwalk, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So it's the difference between great and greatness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of us gonna be great, and some of us gonna be the greatest.
I'm with you.
But everybody can't be the greatest. But what we can do is that, you know, because I have a certain talent, you know what I mean? If you can't be Michael Jordan, why don't you be Scottie Pippen? You can't be Scottie Pippen, you know what I'm saying? Be Shaquille O'Neal. But let's work together. It's, you know, when we all on the same team, guess what? If we win, we all get a ring.
You ain't never lied. Lastly, fellas, how can these folks contact y'all if they need to holler at you?
Well, with me, you can tap in with me on any platform under PBE Pluto. That's P as in Paul, B as in boy, E as in Echo, Pluto like the planet.
Okay. Ken?
Real Pimp Ken _. You can get me at thehiphopfraternity.com, or you can probably catch me at PBE Pluto or MPR Richie Rich, because I'll be on their page waving, Jack.
Richie.
Y'all know where y'all can find me at. Y'all can find me in the attic with your grandma. You can find me in the basement with your mom. You can find me on the block with your dad. But if you looking social media wise, it's NPR _Richie, RICHE _Rich. And that's on all social media platforms. I don't care what it is, whether it's Amazon Prime, Pornhub, I'm on everywhere. Don't miss me, I'm there. Just look it up. If you can't find it, give me a call at Pimpin' Ken's number. Don't call my number.
404-790-9627. But
There you
Beehive,
go.
for being such a great host today, man. You know, we got this situation with Vion. You know, this is the same company that Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, Moneybag, yo, all of them do. If you go to what's their Instagram called?
Vion.
Vion.
Yeah.
Go to Vion and you'll see Richie Rich and all these other great people. So we're gonna give you a bottle,
Appreciate it.
man, this from Vion, and we
Yeah,
also got
yeah.
a shirt for you. This
I
is
like
also
it.
from Vion, man.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and it's good. It's a
cognac.
It's a cognac. It's a dark, but it's got like a little taste to it. You know, it's a good
It's
taste.
40%. That's all I need to see.
Yeah.
That's all I need to see.
And also, I want to give you this iced tea book, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all messing with us at Split Decisions by Spike and Ice, you know, it's about Iced Tea going into Law and Order. His friend going to do it 20 years in prison.
Crazy.
Yeah, so you know, we were just had him on The View. We had him on a late night show. I was supposed to go, but you know, the weather was bad. But you know what I'm saying, you know, this is a book that we put together. But y'all make sure y'all support, and that's Beehive's copy.
I can dig it. Well, fellas, appreciate y'all stopping through this thing, man. Wish y'all nothing but the best and much success.
Yeah.
Beehive Radio, shout it. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.